really big year for tea.
Yeah, spill it, will you?
Yeah, more Americans than ever before are discovering all the health benefits and the smooth caffeine boost, all without the crash.
Yeah, with the industry expected to grow even more in 2026, Chris Lopez has decided to sip his way over to Happy Earth Tea and drink the entire menu, I think, right?
Not all of the menu, just some of the menu. They have so much teas here. I think, how much teas would you say? I'm here with Niraj, founder of Happy Earth Tea.
Around 100 varieties of tea.
I think probably 4, 5,
you have a lot
maybe
to go.
6. Yeah, I got a lot to go. Last segment, we were talking about all the herbal teas, so teas without caffeine in it. We're back with the caffeine, black variety, green variety. Now, I want to talk specifically in depth about this one right here, this black tea, because this is not an easy tea to source.
It normally is, but for this year, there was endless drama with this tea. It's Himalayan black, comes from a tea farm in Nepal. It's a single origin tea. Junchia Bari is the name of the tea farm, and it's not only my favorite, but it's our customers' favorite too. We ran out of this tea around early summer, and then we ordered for this tea, and we kept getting we kept hitting hurdles after hurdles because A, the tariffs, and B, it was because the shipping companies had just almost like it was total chaos over there. Nobody knew what was going on. The packages were taking so long to arrive, and some of them were even getting lost. We actually lost 10 kilos of matcha this past summer. The UPS finally said that it was disposed of by the customs for unverified reasons, unspecified reasons. And there were some samples of this particular black tea that was sent to us, which we normally do is we go through samples before we select our teas. Those samples also got lost. And it was, anyhow, we ended up using a freight service off the UPS, which we were not even aware of that it existed. So it required tremendous amount of paperwork, and it finally arrived just before the holidays. In fact, after Thanksgiving, it arrived. And we've already sold out half of it already. Our customers were just...
Why do people gravitate towards this tea out of any other different black teas?
So this tea is, it just has this very unique flavors. Premium teas are very specific to the regions they come from. The terroirs, almost like fine wine.
Yeah.
So it depends upon the climate, the weather, the soil and such, the micro weather of that area. So this particular tea has this lovely sweetness, a richness, molasses-like. It's actually crafted with some Japanese tea making inspiration, if you will, this tea. So anyhow, it has no bitterness. It's got this lovely fruity, plummy like notes to it. So people just love this. It's very rich, but at the same time, it's very smooth. So I think that's why people love it. That's why I love it.
And from the black tea to the green tea over here, tell me a little bit about this one and why this is a favorite.
So this is Gyokuro, a Japanese green tea. And earlier we spent a lot of time on matcha. Now, if that is a tea you find it too complicated to make, which it is not, but if it so appears to you, this is a great tea to make. It's a leaf tea, not a powdered tea. So like any leaf tea, you just steep it and your tea is ready. You steep it for 3 minutes. That's what we have done. But it has that same richness, umami. Of course, the texture is different. And I love this tea. It's Gyokuro. This also arrived sometime late summer from Japan. Again, we had our fingers crossed. We did not know whether it was even going to make it, but it did. And so we are so blessed that this year, despite all these challenges that we had, our supporters, our customers, our team did, just so good that we did do better than last year. Happy to report.
And if someone is just tuning into this segment, we went over matcha, herbal teas, really a lot of matcha, and someone wants to check this place out but learn from you guys, they can. I've walked in here and asked a few questions. Everyone's very knowledgeable.
Yes.
What time are you guys open?
We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays 10 to 6 and Sundays 10 to 4. Mondays we are closed. And also, Chris, I want to just quickly let your viewers know that we have for the next month, for Dry January, we have a special event here called Tea Happy Mocktails. It'll be every Thursday and Friday evening, 6 to 8. So these would be tea-based mocktails, so that tea does not have to be a boring cup, you know. A lot of people say, oh, I drink tea only when I'm sick. No, tea can be very, very interesting, and we want to showcase how fun and interesting teas can be through those mocktails for Dry January.
I know Abby was talking about Dry January in the warm-up, so if you're looking to check that out, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, do you say?
6 to 8 every Thursday and Friday evenings.
There we go.
Yes.
Another thing here at Happy Earth Tea, or just come here and buy any tea you would like. It's all great. It's all sourced from great places. And then Niraj and then his staff is very knowledgeable. I'm going to send it back to you guys in studio for now.
Abby has only ever been able to talk about Dry January, never been able to follow through.
You know my favorite kind of tea? A Long Island iced tea.
Lopez, thank you. Hey, stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, we're taking a look at some of the things you should add into your diets in 2026.
We'll talk about it after this.
We are counting down the days until 2026, and while many are making their resolutions for the new year, there's a lot to keep in mind.
Yeah, one of the things is deciding what you can add into your diet to improve your health. For this week's Health in a Handbasket, we are talking about that. We're joined now by registered dietitian nutritionist Jen Hafley. Jen,
Good morning.
I like this idea. This is good because, you know, I feel like limiting yourself from foods makes you want them even more.
Yeah, it often creates a sense of deprivation, and then you end up overeating what you were trying not to eat in the first place. So we could probably jump in with potato chips. That might be one that people can empathize with.
Well, because you can never have just one.
You can never have just one, and they're actually crafted to be so delicious that your body's like, I need more. So when we think about having potato chips, if you love them, by all means have them. I actually poured a little bit more than what a typical serving is. But if we're looking at this particular plate, I don't think most people would be satisfied by that for a snack. So thinking about adding a produce item or adding yogurt and granola and some more produce with it on the side allows you to have, we'll just grab this and move it over. There we go. A more balanced and well-rounded snack in terms of your macronutrients and micronutrients.
I like
And
that.
now it doesn't need, somebody sitting at home saying, I don't want yogurt and granola with my potato chips. These aren't the combinations that you have to work with. You can
Yes.
substitute and replace here.
Yes, you can definitely have something else. You could have hummus, you could have a dip, you could have like cucumbers and ranch and then add something in. It's up to what you like and how you want to balance that plate. This just happens to be what I had around and thought that, this was
And you've got high protein in there,
yeah,
too.
you've got something that's a little bit more protein rich, or you could always add in some savory mixes to the Greek yogurt and have more of a yogurt based dip as well.
Maybe some dill or something?
Dill, celery, salt, basil, whatever you want. Vibe it up.
I like it.
Super cool. All right, let's talk about this thing over here. This looks delicious.
So oftentimes people forget that you can add produce to things that you're already ordering. So I actually grabbed a bagel thin this time just because bread with a burger is not my favorite part of the burger. So it's something that you also could trade off a little bit, but you could add onions, you could add cucumbers, you could add pickles, you could add tomatoes, you could add spinach, and you're getting in more produce with that thing that you're already liking. Plus, with this bagel thin, as an example, if you're like, I definitely want fries or tater tots or something that's a little bit more, it's a little bit more higher in saturated fat, then you can swap out for a bagel thin instead of a full hefty roll.
Wow.
Can you swap out something like, this is how my brain works. I'm not going to do a roll on this so I can have extra potato chips.
You could
Can
do
I
that.
do a lettuce wrap?
Yeah, you definitely could do that, as long as you're not someone who's going to miss the roll. If you're like, I definitely want the roll, if taking that out is going to cause an issue, then leave the roll in and have maybe a little bit less potato chips, or maybe save the potato chips for later in the day when you know that you're going to be able to approach them a bit more mindfully.
Okay.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And you have a ton of vegetables over here.
I have a ton of vegetables. Pro tip is to keep some produce, extra produce and protein in your freezer for situations when, let's say, hypothetically, you ordered some Chinese and got fried rice over the weekend and you want to balance it out a little bit more. So I made some broccoli this morning. You can add a little bit more over it.
Is that actually, you ordered that?
I actually ordered that, yeah.
How have you not eaten that? That
Yeah,
would be
it'd be gone by
It would
now.
be like long gone.
I wanted to save it for this morning, and I actually did this a little bit over the weekend, was I added some more vegetables in it to have a little bit less, a little bit more vegetable, and then I grabbed these as an example of adding in a bit more plant-based protein. So we have some edamame and some peas in order to bulk it out a little bit. So have it be more of a meal instead of oftentimes people think of fried rice as a side, or if they're considering it a meal, why am I hungry an hour later?
Did you saute it? Did you roast it? Did you just microwave it?
I just microwaved this. I find that fried rice has enough oil to kind of season it without adding anything, but you could always add a little bit more oil or mix it together in the pan to get it coated a little bit more.
Definitely try it before you add more seasoning to it,
Correct.
because the last thing you want is something to be
Saturated.
terribly salty. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Jen, low on time here. Hit everybody at home with the socials. They want to go online. They want to reach out to you to help them make their New Year's resolutions. How do they do that?
Yeah, it's rdnjen.com and Instagram at rdnjen.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Jen. We appreciate it. Much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back right after this.
today's Political Pulse, President Trump says progress is being made toward peace between Russia and Ukraine. Find out what key factor is complicating that process and what to expect as Israel's prime minister plans to meet with President Trump today. Plus, how much minimum wage will rise in New York State in the new year. That's all coming up in our 9 o'clock hour. Arc Rochester returns after this. On this Monday morning, December 29th. Thank you for sticking with us on Arc Rochester. I'm Abby Fridman.
I'm Dan Schrack. That is meteorologist Marty Snyder back with us once again with the answer to today's weather trivia. We're also talking about the muddy pause forecast, and you've got the full forecast, which has got a lot of wind in it today.
Yeah, that's the theme today, wind. So much so that I figured, hey, let's do the trivia question from that category as well. So we'll talk about some extreme wind. We're going to see some extreme wind here in Western New York today, but we're talking about records here in our trivia question for the day. We want to know, what is the highest wind gust ever recorded in the United States? So this is any place that actually had a measurement taken of that wind at that one instance in time. So there are your choices. We have A, 141 miles an hour, B, 171, C, 201, or D, 231 miles an hour. So we have any guesses from social media land? There we go. See what we got. We have, let's see, Rod, Eva, and Richard all with D. Lisa with D. Lisa's dad with B.
Ooh.
We have Cheryl with C. And Dave, Cheryl's husband, with D.
Ooh.
So a lot of different choices there. It looks like D is kind of what people are skewing towards.
And D was what?
That's like the big one.
That was the top. That was 231.
231?
What do you guys think?
See, I was going to go C.
Which
That's
is wrong?
kind of what I was also thinking. But a lot of people said D.
Yeah.
The majority is not always right.
Majority is not always right.
But in this case,
They are.
Yes,
Wow.
the majority has it. And that wind was recorded on the top of Mount Washington. So we're talking about way up in elevation on the peaks of the mountains in New Hampshire. That was on April 12th, 1934.
Was there a storm, or was that just a weird day?
I don't know the weather setup on that day. I didn't have a chance to look into that, but I know 34, that was a really odd year because I think that was the year that our all-time record low temperature was set here in Rochester. I remember my grandfather talking about the winter of 34. That's when Lake Ontario was frozen out as far as you could see.
Wow.
So I know it was extremely cold leading up to that April time frame. So hopefully we don't get there this year.
Listen, fingers crossed.
Right?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we've got our own weather in store for us. We don't need that.
Yeah, a lot of different things going on. And, of course, we have to talk about our muddy paws forecast.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get outside. We'll take a look at that. We have Billy,
Look at
the dog of the
this.
day. And I think that's probably Billy the boxer. Looks like a boxer to me.
Billy's making a snowman?
Yeah, making a snowman.
job, buddy.
Taking care
Yes.
of things there.
Or a
And,
snow dog?
It's going to be kind of a wet day and for many of these upcoming days, and more so as we head through the week, it's just going to be that snow on the ground that, the dog comes in the house and there you got it all over your floor. So just a cold week coming up, and that picture kind of sums it up with Billy there making a snowman. I think we'll have a lot of places that'll have a chance to do that going through the week. Now today the biggest concern is going to be the wind. Already those winds are really starting to ramp up. We just did see a gust at the Rochester airport in the 50s of miles per hour, and we're still in that process of increasing. So I think the peak winds are going to be late this morning, midday, early afternoon time frame. So it's kind of centered around the lunch hour. The potential is there for some gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour, especially in areas west of Rochester. And that does bring power outages into the conversation. Already we've been talking about a few of those, and still we aren't at our peak wind quite yet. So I think we're just going to add to that list. And of course, it'll ebb and flow a little bit. I know the crews are out there. I admire them trying to keep up with this, trying to take care of things as they happen. But they're going to be busy throughout the day trying to keep things connected for us. That rain is going to change over to snow. And then we're going to be talking about some lake effect snow going into tonight. Now, first, it's Lake Erie that's going to cause the biggest issues for us today. It's that wind that we're going to see that lines up right with the axis of Lake Erie. So coming southwest and northeast across Lake Erie, it gets that running start over the open water, and that's what causes those higher winds west of Rochester. A lot of gusts in the 60s to near 70 miles an hour there. Areas to the east, still a windy day, not quite as strong as what we'll see to the west, but a lot of those numbers quite notable given the fact that they're all going to be at least in the 50s of miles per hour. And even as those numbers to the west diminish a little bit, still all those numbers stay really elevated going through the overnight of tonight. So still even windy during that time frame. Now, as far as the planning forecast goes, falling temperatures today. We were in the 50s, we were in the 40s. We're starting to see a lot of areas drop into the 30s. And that'll be the story going forward. 30s falling into the 20s going forward throughout the day. But there's a look at the sky right now. Clouds filling in pretty well. Wind of 28, gusting to 43. So current wind gust is up to 43. And as I mentioned before, we already have seen a gust in the 50s up at this point. As far as the futurecast go for temperatures, we're going to see those numbers just slide through the 30s. So again, it'll be that downward trend in temperatures back into the 20s by the end of the day. And then you add that wind on top of that, just a raw day coming up for us. Here's a look at the radar, and you can see at least some of that snow building into the west. And that is going to fill in just a little more as we go through the day. Here's that timeline. You can see that little bit more of a focus immediately west of Rochester. Then that breaks down. Then it turns into more of a lake effect event to the east. Notice that band up along the Lake Ontario shoreline, east into Wayne County. That'll be a little bit of a concern tonight. And as far as the total numbers that we're talking about, I think areas west of town today may see a 1 to 2 inch range in a few isolated places. Most areas near Rochester stay under an inch, but areas to the east going into the overnight, watch how that lake effect band sets up. There's that focused blue and purple shade that plays out there. Could be a 4 to even 8 inch range on some of that snow by early tomorrow morning, just under that one band. Very typical lake effect event. So today, falling from 40 back into the 30s, some 20s by the end of the day, 19 tonight. Lake effect snow becomes a problem as we head through the overnight for some areas of the east. And then we just kind of hover in the 20s for highs, a lot of lows, just barely in the double digits. So that cold is here to stay after that wind diminishes as we head through the week. What do you think?
Certainly quite an adventurous forecast. My question, though, for the immediate or near immediate future is tomorrow morning with snow moving in this evening, more wind during those overnight hours.
Yeah.
What sort of conditions are we seeing set up for morning?
I think it could be a tough go, especially up along the lakeshore, northern Monroe County, Webster into Wayne County. It's going to be that really narrow band that cuts across the area. So I think conditions are really going to vary in Wayne County, but there is going to be that focus where that one corridor from northwest to southeast across Wayne County could get into that 4 to 8 inch range, less than that as you head outside of that one main axis of it. But yeah, bottom line, tough go for tomorrow morning's commute, especially if you're headed in from Wayne County into Rochester.
Well, we gotta buckle up because it's going to be adventurous. That's for sure.
It certainly will be. It certainly will be. And we mentioned earlier, or you did at least, during this weather hit, the outages that we've been seeing. National Grid currently reporting outages in Genesee County, Orleans County, and Wyoming County as well.
Yeah, about 2,000 of those are out in Genesee County. That number is up since our last check-in. In Orleans, they are going up again now at 645. And in Wyoming County, we are at 964 folks without power. Restoration times estimated to be about 11:30. Meantime, RG&E is reporting about 200 outages total. About half of those come from the Pittsford area.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see how crews handle what we have in store for us today. They're already out there, already working to restore power. And as you mentioned earlier, peak gusts have not arrived yet.
Haven't arrived yet. Yeah, shout out to all those people who are up there. I can't imagine being in those bucket trucks.
I know.
Wind like that. I don't know what the threshold is where they can go up in that, but you know, that they're out there working now. They're trying to take care of those outages that occurred first because there are going to be a lot more coming down the road as we head through the day.
Sure will.
And hey, you know what? A friendly reminder, be kind as everybody works to get that power back up and running. You know, calling and yelling at people over the phone won't do any good.
Does no good.
You know, those folks out there are just trying to get everything back up and running.
Raises heat, but not in the house.
Exactly. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. All right, Marty, thank you.
Okay.
Still ahead this morning on Arc Rochester, a lot to get to. When we come back, we're looking ahead to an upcoming comedy show that is helping you ring in the new year.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around, we're back after this. .12 this morning. We are 2 days out from New Year's Eve, and if you don't have any plans yet, why not head to a comedy club?
Yeah, Todd Youngman has opened for many acts at Comedy at the Carlson, and this New Year's Eve, he is headlining his very own show. He's joining us now to talk a little bit about it. Always great to have you here.
I'm happy. I'm usually over there. I'm not usually in the hot seat.
I know. Are you nervous?
No, not at all.
Okay,
no.
all right.
I mean, I know you guys, so it's not like...
Well, we're going to grill you here.
Yeah,
grill
make
me.
us laugh,
Sir.
Todd.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. No, but it's good to be here. New Year's Eve. Any
Yes.
resolutions? Do you guys have resolutions?
Kind of working on them a little bit.
Yeah, I'm working on some with some loopholes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I didn't even know if people still did resolutions. I don't do them. I gave
You
up.
don't? No. Why?
Never stick to it.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, never do.
You don't like
Really?
look back at the end of the year and think like,
No.
oh, I accomplished this or
No, no, not me.
Okay.
What about you? Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Do you? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you ever say, okay, I'm not setting a resolution, but 2026 is the year I want to achieve X, Y, or Z?
That, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but and if I fail, I fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't beat myself up over it.
Well, sure.
It's good. Why? Why should
Yeah.
I?
You
Right?
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You try again next year.
Try again next year.
Absolutely.
I'm 56 now, so I don't have much time left.
You've got ample time.
We'll see.
Good amount
You've
of time
got
left.
ample
Just brought it down, didn't I?
Todd Youngman, 56 years young, and he's going to be on stage at Comedy at the Carlson on New Year's Eve. Todd, for somebody who maybe is familiar with you because you've been around 56 years,
Right.
Good save.
but is unfamiliar with your stand-up,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
My stand-up is just everyday life. And that's most comedians, is everyday life. You just kind of make fun of it, make light of it, and that's what I do. And the great thing about my show is I'm doing two, doing one at 6, doing one at 8. And so with people who want to come out at 6 o'clock, get there early, you're in bed by 8:30, great. And I also have my friend Tam White coming in from Detroit. She's going to open up the show for me. And she's the same way, just everyday life kind of humor that it's relatable and everybody can enjoy.
You've opened for Comedy at the Carlson, like we said, a little bit.
Yeah.
And now you're headlining your own show. Aside from like the time difference and being the star of the show, what is the difference between kicking it off and then actually being the main event?
Well, it's kind of like when you're the headliner, you're also the host, feature, and the headliner. Usually you have a host, a feature, and the headliner. So you're up there, you're doing the work of all three people. And the show kind of weighs on you. It's your show. You have to, go up there and make the people laugh. Yeah. And I love it.
So because there is that pressure, do you have like a really nice rider in your contract? So like you
Dan.
have
Only the-
pineapples?
No.
No.
I have zero rider.
Zero rider.
Yeah, you know what I asked for? Just a longer cord so I can walk out into the audience.
And they
That's
couldn't
it.
do that,
Because,
could they?
well, no, they will.
Okay.
Yeah, I already asked.
Oh, okay.
That's all I asked for. And a ginger ale. I like a nice ginger ale.
You keep
nice
it easy.
Fresca.
You
Sure.
keep it easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta
that's
keep
fair.
it easy. Yeah.
Why do this show on New Year's Eve?
It's fun. It's an easy thing to do. People are looking for something easy to do. Not everybody likes to go out and get hammered. Not everybody, wants to do that. Some people just want an easy night. Just come out, have some laughs, and go home and they're in bed. Maybe
could-
watch a little Matlock. Whatever they need to do. That's my age group.
The original Matlock.
The original with Andy
original
Griffith. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, not the new one. Not the
Kathy
Kathy
Bates.
Bates.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know there was a Kathy Bates.
Oh well, there. Yes.
That's what she's doing now? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She is Matlock.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Oh, she used to be a movie star.
Lucy Matlock. I don't know.
Lucy, yeah.
I don't.
But it's been a great year, so it's really cool to be able to do New Year's Eve at my home club.
I bet.
Is the special the special?
There's no special.
Is the show? Is it centered around a look back at 2025?
There's the only thing that will really be a look back. My daughter got married in July.
Oh, congrats.
So I do touch on that, a little bit of the fact that she got married, how I'm broke now, things like that. But yeah, there's some things. I headlined in Stockholm, Sweden this year, so I'll be talking about that, the difference between performing in Europe as opposed to here, and there'll be
What
little
is that
nuggets.
difference like? Give us a little
Yeah,
taste.
the thing I was worried about is, are they going to understand me?
Yeah.
They all speak English. We're lazy over here. We don't learn languages.
One language here.
Right. So they all know English. The only thing that they had a problem with was like sarcasm, inflection. Other than that, they were with me the entire 45 minutes, which was great. Yeah.
That's impressive.
It was. I loved it. And I'll be going back again in September.
Look at that.
I know.
Internationally renowned comedian
goodness.
Todd Youngman.
And Vancouver, Toronto, and that's it. So yeah, definitely international. That counts,
Yeah,
right? Counts.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. It
Yeah.
counts.
But yeah.
Todd Youngman, 6 and 8 o'clock.
Yes.
New Year's Eve, Comedy at the Carlson. Where do we get tickets?
CarlsonComedy.com. Go there now. There's 2 shows. Go ahead. Have fun. 8 o'clock's not even that late. You're out by 9:30, back in bed.
There you go. And
Yeah.
watching Matlock, apparently.
And watching
Yeah,
Matlock.
watching Matlock.
With Kathy Bates, who knew
With
she had.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah. This was fun.
This
Glad I got
fun.
to sit with you guys.
We like when you're on this side of the camera.
Oh,
This
I
is
love it.
fun.
This is great. Yeah.
Good. We're glad you enjoed yourself.
Yeah. Well, I have
We
more
aim to
energy than
please.
you today. Usually you're like
I know.
Zoloft
I know.
with a head. You're
No, I took the medication.
Okay,
today.
good,
That's why
good.
we're on track.
Yeah.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Arc Rochester returns, Stephanie Joseph will break down some of our top political headlines.
The Political Pulse is coming up next.
It's time for a political pulse check here on Arc Rochester. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says the U.S. is offering security guarantees through a proposed peace plan. Now, that would last for 15 years. This is the latest detail to come out after a meeting between President Trump and Zelensky, the two discussing peace yesterday in Florida. Trump says Ukraine and Russia are, quote, closer than ever before to an agreement. However, he also said one or two very thorny issues remain. That includes the future of Ukraine's Donbas region, which Russia wants control of. Zelensky is recommending a 20-point peace plan that would include a demilitarized buffer zone in that region, as well as security assurances.
We made a lot of progress today, but really we've made it over the last month. This is not a one-day process deal. This is very complicated stuff.
And we agree that security guarantees is a key milestone in achieving lasting peace, and our teams will continue working on all aspects.
The president also says he spoke to Russian President Vladimir Putin on the phone. He said the call was 2.5 hours long. When asked by a reporter if Putin agreed to a ceasefire to allow a referendum on a peace plan, Trump said no. Over the weekend, Russia launched another deadly attack on Ukraine.
President Putin was very generous in his feeling toward Ukraine succeeding, including supplying energy, electricity, and other things at very low prices. So a lot of good things came out of that call today.
And President Trump's diplomacy efforts continue today with Israel. The country's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is expected to meet at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. The two will likely discuss phase 2 of a peace deal between Israel and Hamas, which involves rebuilding Gaza. An agreement was initiated on the first phase of a framework, you may remember, back in October. Netanyahu will also call for Hamas to disarm before Israeli troops withdraw from Gaza. Iran and its ballistic missile program may come up as well. This would mark the 5th time Trump and Netanyahu have met this year. Well, California has dropped a lawsuit against the Trump administration over its high-speed rail project. The state initially sued after a $4 billion federal funding cut. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom calling the decision, quote, a political stunt to punish California at the time. Now, the bullet train is meant to connect San Francisco to Los Angeles. That's expected to cost more than $100 billion. President Trump and the Transportation Secretary have long criticized the effort. Back in July, Trump said on Truth Social, quote, this project was severely overpriced, overregulated, and never delivered. A spokesperson for the California High-Speed Rail Authority said dropping the lawsuit, quote, reflects the state's assessment that the federal government is not a reliable, constructive, or trustworthy partner in advancing high-speed rail in California. It's also seeking other funding sources for the project. Well, as we head into the new year, minimum wage is set to increase across the state. Starting on Thursday, January 1st, the rate will be $17 an hour for New York City, Westchester County, and Long Island. The rest of the state will see a 50-cent increase to $16 an hour. The governor has said the change will ensure New Yorkers can keep up with rising costs by taking home more money. Our sister station in Albany reports that future increases will be made based on the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers for the Northeast region. That will start in 2027. And be sure to stay with ARC Rochester for your top political headlines. We are back after this.
Thanks so much for sticking with us here on ARC Rochester this Monday morning. Meteorologist Marty Snyder is back with us once again to give us another look at the forecast, dealing with some high winds today, gusts upwards of 70 miles an hour, Marty.
That's it. That's going to be that upper end that we're going to be close to, especially as we head towards the middle of the day and especially to the west. So going to be a serious wind that does play out as we head forward throughout the day. Already we're seeing those wind speeds start to ramp up a little bit, but that's going to be the main idea, especially west of Rochester. those gusts anywhere between about 60 to 70 miles an hour are quite likely. So I could easily see more power outages being an issue because we haven't hit the peak wind quite yet. That's going to be more so late morning, midday, early afternoon window of time when I think we'll see most of those reports in that 60 to 70 mile an hour range. And as all that's playing out, we're going to see what's left of any rain showers changing over to snow, and the winds are going to turn to be from Lake Ontario going into tonight. So that's going to help to ramp up some lake effect snow for some areas in. So a lot of different elements to this whole story. First, we'll start off with the wind. We're starting with winds of about 28, gusting to 43. So we're down a little bit from our peak wind so far today. We have been in the 50s of miles per hour for an earlier gust. We're down a little bit from that, but still the wind is pretty strong out there. And that is going to be the theme through much of the day today, where those winds stay elevated. Notice especially in areas to the west, I think that's where we'll see our strongest winds today, especially coming in off Lake Erie. So it's the fact that you can see all those lines lining up with that little corner of Lake Erie there. They're going to run the length of Lake Erie, really ramp up in speed because there's nothing there to really slow down the winds. It's all just open space, of course. And that just gives those winds kind of a running start, so to speak, to really move along pretty rapidly up through Erie County, Genesee County, especially into Orleans County as well. Again, those gusts in the 60s to near 70 miles an hour for those areas when they reach their peak today. And then even after those numbers come down off their peaks, we're still going to see a lot of these gusts in the 50s of miles per hour, even through the late afternoon, going into the evening hours as well. So even after we come down from those strongest winds, still that wind is going to be an issue. It's going to be tough for crews to be out there trying to clean things up as the winds are still staying strong, but down from the strongest. Temperatures, they're going to be on their way down today. This air is going to pull in that colder air to us today, and that's going to pull our numbers back into the 20s, especially by the afternoon, especially by late afternoon more so. But as we go through the day, it's going to change what's left of any of the rain showers over to snow showers. You can see a little more widespread snow as you look over the very east end of Lake Erie. You get down into Chautauqua County, Niagara Peninsula, those areas seeing that snow fill in a little bit. We may see that little quick burst of snow, which could cause about a 1 to 2 inch range of accumulation west of Rochester today. Areas from Rochester eastward, maybe more of a trace to inch range, I think staying under an inch for most areas. But then going into tonight, watch that one lake effect band up along the lakeshore, east into Wayne County. That begins to form, holds out of those areas quite effectively. It may not really move all that much, and that may be the problem there. That may put down about a 4 to 8 inch range on accumulation right in that one corridor. I think there will be a lot of areas into Wayne County that don't see quite that much snow, but in that highest amount overnight tonight, I think that's where it's going to line up. So here's that whole timeline for the snow. Again, you can see that a lot of that filling in, especially west of Rochester today. So again, west of town, a 1 to 2 inch range, a possibility. Closer to town, it's going to be more of a trace to an inch that we'll see during the day. But then watch east into Wayne County going into the overnight. Even Webster may get in on this as well. Lots of times we get that Webster to Wayne County connection there, and I think that may be a prime case going into the overnight, and that's what's going to put some of those areas throughout the central portion to Wayne County in probably a 4 to 8 inch range for accumulation overnight tonight. So today, again, we're falling back from that 40-degree mark. Today's one of those days where it's tough to say, hey, the high temperature is going to be, because it's more of a past tense. We were in the 50s earlier, so it's not something we'll increase to. Tonight down to 19 for a low, and then notice those highs for the rest of the week. A lot of 20s for highs. As we head a little deeper into the week, it's going to be tough to even get these numbers to stay in the double digits for some of those lows. Could easily see a few places fall back to single digits then. So just a theme for the longer term is that cold there. The theme for the short term today is going to be the wind really ramping up, especially late morning, midday, early afternoon, especially in areas west. Those are the places and time frames that we're going to be most concerned with.
Bundle up New Year's Eve, that's for sure.
Gosh,
Holy moly.
Yeah, a lot of lows. Then we get into that discussion is 11 in the teens, is 12 in the teens. You know, I call it lower teens just for simplicity's sake, but you know, you get into that discussion too. I always hesitate to call that lower teens because some don't call it that.
Yeah, I don't know that I would go lower teens.
What would you call it?
Because
Tweens?
Tweens.
And everything in betweens. Well, because it isn't a teen.
Right, yeah.
You know, I would say just above single digits.
Right, that's what I'm kind of
That's what I'd
defaulting to, yeah.
Or 10, 11, 12. 12.
Or just downright cold.
Yeah.
Yes.
Stupid cold.
Pay no attention to the numbers on your screen.
Exactly.
Just wear extra layers.
You're gonna need
wear
that
all of the clothes.
Going to be, just so cold, and just some of the breeze and wind that we'll see even as we head through the week, that's not going to help out much either with how it's going to feel. So, yeah, it's Going to feel like winter for sure as we head deeper into this week.
Certainly is.
We do have an update on some power outages. Speaking of that, let's take a look at some of the numbers. This is in Genesee County that we're going to look at right here. National Grid reporting these outages for Genesee, Orleans, and Wyoming counties. The numbers on your screen have been changing. We've been checking in every half hour or so. About 2,000 out in Genesee County are without power. In Orleans, about 340 folks, and in Wyoming County, there are about 240 outages right now.
Now, National Grid says it's reassessing restoration times. RG&E reports about 283 outages in total, about a third of them in Pittsford. Now, those assessed times, keep in mind that is a very fluid situation, so we could see those restoration times change greatly as we make our way through the day. Or as Marty mentioned, when we see those peak gusts come through, who knows what that could do.
True. Yeah, that's like I said before, I admire those folks who are out there trying to keep up on those outages, trying to take care of these, because like you mentioned, we aren't at the peak wind quite yet. So likely that number has a good chance of increasing before it does that final decrease once
The list
it really
is going to get longer.
get out ahead of it.
And you know what? A quick plug for the 13WAM weather app.
It's like a weather warehouse in your pocket.
It is.
You can get the forecast, watch live radar, watch the forecast live if you want.
Forecast updates. Yeah,
Yes.
go back to the office and record something to update everyone in a few
And
moments.
is it true it's free?
It is free for all Apple and Android devices.
Boom.
No cost to you.
How could you say no?
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. Hey, thank you, Marty.
Sure.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. When we come back, we're learning more about a new book that is exploring the eclipse effect.
And don't forget, you can take us on the go wherever you are. Arc Rochester is streaming live right now on the 13WAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. Stick around. We're back on the other side of the break.
Welcome back. You may remember more than a year ago, we celebrated the solar spectacle that was the full eclipse. While it may have plunged Rochester into darkness, it also shined a light on all the community has to offer.
It certainly did. Our good friend Deborah Ross has written a book all about the phenomenon and how it helped strengthen our region. For more, she's here in studio to tell us all about it. The eclipse effect is what it's called. Deborah Ross, thank you so much for coming in and talking
so glad
about
to be
the
here.
book.
Yes, I mean, the eclipse is the gift that keeps on giving, right?
Hasn't stopped so far.
No, we started planning here in the Rochester area in 2017 after my daughter insisted I go to Missouri to see the eclipse that happened in 2017. I was a skeptic. I thought, what's the big deal? There's going to be a shadow. It's going to come through Rochester. Big deal. But no. That moment was so transformative for me that I realized, driving home, my daughter says, you know what? My mother went crazy because I realized we only have 7 years to prepare. And everybody was sort of, 7 years? Come on, Deb, what do you mean? But by preparing early, remember, we started before 2020. We started right then in 2017. So by the time the pandemic happened, we were such a cohesive community around what was going to be an amazing moment that, in fact, we had it had an effect not just on helping millions of people experience the eclipse profoundly and safely, but it had such an effect on the community. We became, those crazy eclipse people, as you know, because you had me on lots talking about it. But what it did more than that was it helped bring people together that would never in ordinary circumstances know each other or work together. And that network has stayed strong far beyond the initial catalyst for that. And now that happened all across the country. We were so prepared that the National Eclipse Task Force asked me to become co-chair in 2022 to show other communities how Rochester had prepared. So and people did it all over the country in different ways. Now, as publisher of KidsOutandAbout.com, I've been watching communities for almost 25 years at this point, what makes healthy communities and what makes unhealthy communities. So I was determined that we would use the healthy community principles to keep our region together. And then that has so many different kinds of implications and stories, and it happened all over the country. So we realized that this is a book that's way beyond eclipses. This is a book that the lessons for community leaders, business leaders, and family leaders, regular community leaders, you can learn from what so many people across the country did. So that's what the book is about. It's a storybook. It's a principle book. It's a love letter to people who worked for the eclipse, and it's going to help people now.
Do you think other folks who are looking forward to another eclipse in, however many years is the next one, do you think they'll pick up this book and say, okay, this is the step-by-step guide on how to help our community thrive?
Funny you should say that, because there is an eclipse in Europe in 2026, in Spain and North Africa in 2027, and Australia in 2028. And in fact, you can read this as a how-to guide for that. So it's selling strongly in Europe. It's starting to sell also in Spain and Australia. But really, this is a guide for anybody. So you can read it on all of those levels. So yes, it is being read on the first level. You're absolutely right. A guy named Savar, who's running the Iceland eclipse, already read it. He said, this has helped us so much because things you don't realize about how to get lots of people to work together for no money, for something that's going to happen for 3 minutes far in the future. That was the challenge. And there's a parallel challenge whenever you're pulling together a community for some purpose.
Well, it was successful here.
That's right.
The execution of it, and I'm sure this will guide many other communities through it. When does the international book tour kick off?
That is not how publishers behave these days. So it's actually up to the authors to try to spread the word about it with a little bit of support from the publisher. My co-author, though, is a Forbes writer, Jamie Carter. So he's a science writer at Forbes. We got to know each other because of all of the work I did helping feed him stories for all that time. He wrote about Rochester a lot. And it was actually Jamie who said, Rochester, there's so many stories out of Rochester. You should write a book. And I said, there's so many stories around the country. We should write that book. And so it was really a lot of fun to write because it, let us be back in touch with all of these great people who made it happen. And if you read it from a Rochester perspective, Rochester, yeah, it's the star of the book, to be perfectly honest. But there are other inspiring people from all over, dozens of them, and you follow their stories too.
That is excellent. Deb, if people want to get their hands on a copy of the book, how can they do so?
TheEclipseEffect.com. You can get the annotated table of contents, figure out where to order it, and if you're an educator, you can see lessons for using it in your classroom.
Ooh, very cool. I like that. Good stuff. Deb Ross, thank you so much for your time this morning. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Time right now is 9:42. When we come back, we're getting a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Monday morning.
We're back after this. I've been thinking, and I think it's high time we see what's trending.
I agree with you. Couldn't agree more.
It's 9:44, and we're going to start things out with a new wedding feature that's growing in popularity.
A robotics company in China recently launched a new program. People can rent humanoid robots to take on different roles for their wedding ceremony.
How do you like that? Clients have the ability to rent their dancing robot for about $690 per day, or the robot dog for roughly $138 per day.
Package deals include a pair of humanoid robots for weddings to serve as ushers or ring bearers, priced from $2,160 a day.
The more expensive robots can perform guest check-in and reception, Tai Chi routines, waving, and heart-shaped. What are heart-shaped gestures?
Like this.
So one gesture.
Right?
Guest guidance. They can provide dance shows. QR code interaction. Countdown cheering, and even play QR code interaction. That sounds dirty. It sounds dirty, doesn't it? QR code interaction. You keep your QR code to yourself, will ya?
Currently, the service is operational in 50 cities. They hope to expand it to 200 more by the year 2027.
The Chinese robot rental market is estimated to exceed $1.4 billion next year. It's a lot of bank on robots.
The AI company says their goal for the next year is to focus on entertainment and performance-related ventures for their robots.
So more dancers. Besides weddings, the service also can provide robots for business negotiations, art exhibitions, concerts, and so much more.
Their services right now are booked through February.
How do you like that? Similar services exist in the U.S., but the robots are not nearly as skilled as China's.
I'll tell you what, man. I'll save you at home like $1,000.
Yeah, just give me $1,000 and I'll show up.
Seriously, hire us. We can do all of the same things. We can be ushers.
Yes.
We both play instruments.
Yeah.
You juggle.
Yes.
I'm hilarious.
I can
we'll
tap
be your
dance.
entertainment.
Though, to get Dan to go to a wedding.
What's that?
That is
It is.
very true.
It is. I don't like a wedding.
What if you got paid to go to the wedding?
I'd be there in a heartbeat, in an instant. I will show up with a gift, provided you give me the money to buy that gift in advance.
I feel like you would be a very fun wedding date.
I would.
If you could just
I'm
get
a
up the courage
blast.
to go.
Well, yeah, that's just it. You gotta want to go to a wedding, though.
I love weddings.
And it's like, oh, goodness.
Come on.
Let me show up to the reception, and I don't want to get to the reception until everyone's had 2 drinks. That's when I'll arrive. Let's move along with a look to the future. Food journalists have made their predictions as some of the top food trends of 2026.
How do you get this job?
I don't know.
By analyzing trend reports, restaurant purveyors, social media, grocery store chains, food brands, flavor labs, and other credible food research experts were able to compile a list of what, how, and where people will be eating in the upcoming year.
Okay, I just had a flash of myself working at a flavor lab and becoming just give me strawberry. What are you eating? Just strawberry
you're
flavoring.
You're foaming at the mouth
yes,
right now. You're
yes. 2026 is said to be the year of fiber maxing. Woohoo! Rather than protein maxing.
With the rise in GLP-1 usage, as well as balancing gut health, experts say people are going to be stocking their pantries with fiber-forward staples, even products with some extra fiber added in.
What is a fiber-forward staple?
Okay, you're asking that like we don't have Kelly Springer on once a month where she talks about the fiber staples.
Yeah, but what fiber-forward?
Yes, it's like the yogurt drinks.
I don't understand what makes it forward, though.
It's like, you know what? We don't have the time.
The semantics.
We don't.
Okay.
2026 is also said to be the year of anti-fake meat. People leaning more towards red meat and ditching all those plant-based diets.
Not me. According to data, restaurant supply
The grammar today.
She just had to tell me the comment in my ear.
I know.
Restaurant suppliers say they expect to see an overall 31% increase in meat sales.
In this economy? As for the flavors, food and analysts project 2026 will be focused on sensory overload, more textures, more layers, and richer, louder aromas and flavors.
Okay. As for other findings, they also predict solo dining will see an all-time high, and cabbage will be the new must-have in dishes. So we're going back to real meat, and we're adding all of these unnatural flavors. Cotton candy, that would be the flavor I would go. You know, I've got that in my, I still have it in my shopping cart on Amazon.com, just cotton candy food flavoring. I don't know what I was saying here. Sorry.
Cabbage, though?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Listen.
That's a sign of the times, babe.
That definitely is a fiber-forward food.
Sure.
Too. Which I don't like the phrasing.
But like, I'm fine with it, but I've never thought, you know what would make this dish better? If I added some cabbage to it.
From food trends to new dating trends, research has found that 2026 is all about finding love through sports.
According to a study conducted by Field, a dating app catered to open-minded lifestyles, experts say an interest in sports and physical activity is driving relationships in the new year.
Okay, from run clubs to competitive date tennis, romantic hopefuls are integrating organized sports into their social lives and how they attempt to meet people.
I respect it. According to the scientists, the cultural emphasis on wellness, fitness, and health has set the stage for the sport to take a more prominent place in dating.
The word is emphasis.
What is wrong with you?
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Never heard that.
Yeah.
Of Gen Z's fastest growing interests, sports took 8 of the top 10 spots.
It actually became so popular over the last year, the U.S. the U.S. Open, that is, filmed, produced, and released its own YouTube series called Game, Set, Matchmaker. It followed 8 couples who were set up to see if they could be each other's doubles partners for life.
Ooh. Something similar occurred at the Ryder Cup in September as single women ditched dating apps and headed to the golf tournament to find eligible bachelors.
People on social media even call pickleball courts and new run clubs the new Tinder. Maybe you need to start playing pickleball.
Maybe I should.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, we could.
I'll be your pickleball partner.
Will you?
And your wingman.
My pickleball wingman. How do
Yeah.
you like that?
It would be great.
Sold. Let's move along. We all know the saying that Big Brother is always watching. Well, maybe they're crossing the line.
Okay, it may be hard to believe, but the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission keeps an extensive list of things people... Hey, Dan, you should read this.
Come on, is this for real?
Ashley...
This is for real. Just read it.
Okay, things that people have...
Oh my God, just read it.
The things that people have put up their butts that they shouldn't have.
By using ER data, the list reports these unfortunate situations anonymously.
Stephanie, pick your jaw off the floor, will you?
Oh my.
And now, because we are so close to the new year, here are some of the craziest items that people got stuck inside them in 2025.
Okay. Screws and nails. We're starting off strong. We're small.
Come on, we don't have time.
I know! You can't give us
What is
stories
wrong
like
with
this.
you? This is horrible.
A baseball. The reason given? To see what it felt like. Uncooked pasta, a doorknob, a sandal, eyeglasses,
Yep.
a shampoo bottle, reason given,
Slipped in the shower.
fell on it.
A corn cob holder.
Ooh. Plastic coat hanger with outside of hanger cut off so he could drive to the ER. A baton.
A full-sized pumpkin spice scented Yankee Candle.
Was it a single wick or 3 wick?
3 wick. Come on, go bigger. Go.
Stick around. It's our final thoughts next. you can't.
Steph goes, we're talking about the screws and nails from the last segment. She goes, maybe they were building a desk and they just fell.
Yeah. And
I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Steph.
I
No.
know some people just don't deserve it, but maybe there's a reason.
There's definitely a reason. I do want to point out, as soon as we started to read that story, Stephanie was on the other side of the studio. You could hear her jaw hit the floor.
Yeah.
It was hit the floor.
It also sounded a lot like those pink slips getting slapped on our desk.
It did.
Crazy how they sounded the same.
I actually think they already came by our desk this morning. Hey, that does it for us here on Arc Rochester. Make sure to wake up with us again tomorrow morning starting at 4:57. At that point in time, we're over on
13 Wham ABC, if we still have our jobs. Much more live local news coming up later today for 13 Wham News at midday. We'll see you then.
Bye.